good.
弹得很好。
This is a very tricky piece, and you've done a very careful job preparing it. There's several little problem spots, and you did them all very well.
他说有一些地方比较难的地方都弹得很好。
So we just need a little fixing here and there to make it really good.
他教你一些地方更好一点。
Do you know, can you tell me what the title means?
这个曲那个名字是什么意思？
Flying, yeah. In English, we sometimes say soaring. So when you're soaring, see, you have a feeling of going like that. It's not like going up the stairs. It's long and smooth.
他说在飞的时候不是好像在爬楼梯一样，是这样一个圆滑过去的。
Yeah, like a plane taking off.
好像飞机一样这样上去。
And sometimes in your performance, I want a little longer line and a little smoother effect.
他说有些地方他需要长一点的乐句，然后再圆滑一点。
So let's get to work and I'll show you what I mean. Maybe I think we can improve it a little bit.
我们开始。
Okay, now here's our challenge here. Schumann wanted to be a musician and his father wouldn't let him.
他说舒曼他小时候想当音乐家，但是他父亲不同意。
And his father insisted that he go to law school and study to be a lawyer.
他父亲叫他去读那个法律系，想让他当律师。
So Schumann wasn't lucky like all the students here to go to a special music school.
他说舒曼不像你们都在音乐班里面这么幸运。
And he didn't have training as a musician.
他没有很好的那个训练，是音乐家的训练。
And he had to figure everything out himself.
他很多东西他都自己发现的。
So always in Schumann's music, we see these things that are kind of awkward.
他说舒曼的音乐里面有一些很奇怪的地方。
And you have one right here. See, I like the way you play that in the left hand, but of course here we have to put the melody in the right hand, don't we?
他说你这里弹的左手弹的，但是我们要把主旋律放在右手。
And it's tricky because it has to sound just exactly the same. What happens to you is when the melody goes to the right hand, I'm not hearing all the notes.
他说当这里主旋律换到右手的时候，他没有听到这些声音。
Yeah, I understand the problem. Schumann shouldn't have written it that way.
他说舒曼不应该这样写，
But that's what he did. We have
但
to
是他
live
已
with
经
it.
写，你能怎么办？
So let's go a little bit slow and make sure that we can hear. It has to sound just the same.
这两段声音一样，然后弹慢一点点。
The right hand has to sound just like the left hand.
左手跟右手的声音要一致。
Good, better. Now let's try it fast. It's not so hard to play slow, but it's harder to play faster. Let's try it up to tempo and see if we can hear it.
跟那个速度，你原来的速度。
Much better. Good. Now,
更好。对。
we've got another problem with ending notes. See here again, see in 6/8 time, the strong beats are on 1 and a medium beat on 4.
6/8拍，这个真要强，然后这是中强而已。
So that means again, we see an ending on a weak beat.
他说这个所以是弱音拍结束。
We see this idea in 19th century music all the time. It's called the sighing idea.
他说这个是在19世纪常常看到的，听到这好像在叹息一样。
Yeah, it's a first note, it's 2 notes, and the first note is loud, and the second note is
是
soft.
两个音连接，第一个音比较强，第二个音比较弱，就好像在叹气一样。
Yeah, so we don't want.
我们不要这样弹，我们要像后面这样，然后第二个音比较弱。
Okay, try it again. Keep going.
继续。
Here again, I'm not hearing a long line. I'm hearing it's too choppy in its sounding.
他说这个他没有听到整个圆滑声音，只听到好像一个小段落一个小。
Part of the problem is your fingering.
他说你的可能指法有问题。
Now, when we see a line like this, what does it mean?
这什么意思？
Yeah, what's the meaning of that?
什么意思？
I know you know. It's an easy question.
他说你知道啊，你可以回答啊。
When you see that line, how are you supposed to play it?
如果你看到这条线，你怎么弹？圆滑线啊，啊，你怎么弹？如果弹这里的话，啊 ，more smooth。
Smoothly, exactly. That's the word I was looking for. Now, but see, from you, I see this.
你上你弹
And
这
then
样
you pick up your hand. So see,
他说你把手拿起来了，
when you pick up your hand, how could it be smooth?
这样怎么会圆滑呢？
So I need, and we pick up on the rest.
这个是要提起来，在这里不是之前就提起来。
Good, better. Let's see, here's another of our weak beat endings.
就是弱音拍结束，弱拍结束。
No way。
那个尾音是这个拍子是弱音，所以你刚才声音又加重。
Yeah, because remember staccato just means short.
它只是短，没有加重音。
It doesn't mean accented.
跳音没有说要加重音，只有短而已。
Better. Good. Yeah. Now the other thing is, see that note right there? How long should it hold?
这个时间多长？时间多长？
Well, it has to hold all the way to the end of the measure. See, holding that note gives us a fuller sound.
他说这个音是这里一直要弹到这里，那这样声音会比较连续。这个音要记住，一直要到这里，第三拍。
Well, yeah, but see, we're crescendoing. Soft, medium, loud. This note shouldn't be louder than that note.
他说这个音应该比这个强，那这里就是不要一下就强。
Better, good. Watch those endings.
看那个尾音结束要注意。
Good. All right, you get the idea. Since we're short on time, let's jump on. Let's go down to here.
这里。
See, Schumann was a person who had very intense feelings.
他说那个舒曼都有很强烈的感觉。
He was not a person who was very relaxed.
他不是一个很 relax， 就是很轻松放松的人。
Yeah, everything in his life was very strong feelings.
在他生活里面都是有很强烈的感情。
And see, we really feel this in this melody right here. We want to hear big crescendo.
一个大的那个渐强。
Your crescendo's too relaxed.
他说你的那个渐强太放松了，要再强烈一点。
Could we start right there and hear that a little better? Better.
Yeah, 很好。
Now again, we have two melodies going on.
有两个主旋律。
Ba-dum, is one, but we also have this one. That's the secondary melody.
这是第二个主旋律。
And we have to hear that
我
too.
们也要听到这个声音。
So let's hear both of them.
两个旋律都要听到。再多一点。
Yeah, good. Good, excellent. Good. Now, see, Schumann wasn't the only composer. All the Romantic composers really liked Bach's music.
他说舒曼不是唯一，是所有的浪漫乐派的那个作曲家都喜欢巴哈。
Yeah, and they took the idea from Bach that we should always have more than one melody at one time.
他说这个地方就好像巴哈一样，有不只是一个主旋律，有两个主旋律。
Yeah, so I heard those two melodies really well. But now when we get down here, I want to hear it even more. In fact, I want to hear that left-hand melody more. And then when I get over here, I want to hear the bottom.
他说到这里的时候，他听到左手声音比较重，但是到这里来说，他听到这个底部这个低音要比其他重。
Could I just left hand only from there?
左
Left
手
hand from there.
弹左手，从这里开始。
Again, we've got some problems with the fingering.
他说我们指法还是有问题。
Because you're not really playing it legato with the fingering you have.
他说你的手还是没有弹圆滑。
So could we do it one more time and you just be very careful with your
他说
fingering? And
注
let's
意
see.
弹，那再弹一次，小心点。
Well, now wait a minute. Okay, stand up.
他弹给你听。
See. See, slide off. No.
没有跳起来，是直接掉下来，
So it's smooth.
是这样很圆滑的下来，这样比较圆滑一点。你看那个大拇指不要跳起来，比较圆滑。
You try. Let's go pretty slow and get the
慢
right
一
fingering.
点。
Good. Excellent.
对，很好。
And remember here, I want to hear the bass.
要听
Okay, good. Let's go hands together from there, both hands.
两手。
Yeah, still needs some work on the legato, but let's move on.
对，还是需要多圆滑一
Could
点，
we go slowly through here, please?
慢一点，从那个地方弹。
Let me ask you a question. Where do you think the number one melody is?
他说第一个主旋律在哪里？
Yeah, I agree. Left hand. And see, again, we need a really intense crescendo.
那个渐强要做出来。
Now, let me ask you, where's the number two melody? Remember, we always have more than one melody at one time.
主旋律，第二旋律在哪里？
Yeah, but see, that one I don't hear at all. I hear this. But see, that's not the melody at all. I have to hear this.
这不是主旋律，这才是对的。
Those top notes have to be soft, and the thumb has to be loud.
他说这个声音要不要上面这个声音要弱，这个声音要不要强一点？ 这个低音，这个地方跳音的地方
Quite tricky,
比较难，
but we can get it. Let's work on the right hand
再
alone.
试看看，右手就好。
Well, see, I still hear 3, 4, 5 too loud.
他说3、4、5太强，太弱了。
Better.
对，不错。
Now, just to practice, I want to do this. I want to play these notes silent and only play the thumb.
他说回家练习这样，3、4、5是没有声音的，只有练你的那个低音，那个练这个音而已。那这3、4、5这3、4、5小指都没有声音，然后就练你这个音，这个弹下去，然后这个没有声音，弹下去，然后这样，好，练看看。
Try. Yeah. Pretty good. Try one more time.
再试一次。
Not bad for the first time.
对。
Okay, now this time play with just a little bit of sound on 3, 4, 5.
他说3、4、5弹小声，试看看，
Just a little bit of
一
sound.
点点声音。
Very, very soft on 3, 4, 5. That's just the way it should sound when you play it.
他说声音就应该像这样，那3、4、5声音要很弱，
You want to try hands together one time?
再弹看看，
Both hands.
两手、双手。
Yeah, getting there. It'll take some practice. All right, now let's jump to the middle section. Could we lead into it maybe by starting here?
从这个地方开始。
Now, see, I don't see anywhere that Schumann wrote to speed up. But I hear you getting quite a bit faster in
他
here.
说舒曼这里没有加快，但是你加快了。
And yet this is actually a section where the feeling is more relaxed.
这里应该是要比较放松一点。
So you have to keep a steady tempo and make the sound really beautiful. It doesn't get more exciting, it relaxes more.
他说这里不是变快，没有那种激动的感觉，是要变慢，是比较轻松的一点的感觉。
All right, now let's go the same place and be careful of those two note phrases. Remember, the first note gets the accent. Ba-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, not ba-dum.
他说第一个音重，第二个音弱，但是你变相反了，那速度要保持速度。
Better.
对，不错。
Yep. Okay, let's see if we can get a little better sound here. Now, in the left hand, the secret is we only want to hear the bass note. I'll show you. Can you hop it?
他只有听到左手声音。这个低音要重一点，有没有听到？低音声音比较重。
1,
懂哈？那个低音尾音那个音要重。
I hear the second finger quite well.
他说你这个第二手指太强了。对。弱一点。
And the right hand, have our hand set, like we're holding an orange.
好像我们在拿一个橘子一样感觉。右手。
Not like a claw.
不是这样。
But not relaxed.
不是也不是放松，是差不多。
Show me your hand, Ken.
试给他看，做给他看看。
Yeah. And when we play, we press on the notes.
我们是这样压着那个键的。
Our hand is very heavy. You play the right hand, and I'll play the left hand. Even on the again, we need better fingering. We need a smooth melody and we need the sound to match.
他说要圆滑一点，然后声音要对，声音还要圆一点。
Better.
不错。
Very good. And in the top note of the chord is the melody. So that means the top note has to be a little louder than the bottom notes.
这个最上面这个音是主旋律，所以上面这个音要强一点。不错，很好。
Well done, good.
对，不错。
Okay, let's put our hands together.
两手，双手。
See, because I always hear an accent that it has to be smooth.
不能重音，都是整个是圆滑。
Yeah, I don't want
没有
this.
重音，不要这样，不要这样。
Match those sounds.
声音要一致，不能有重音。
No, it's still a
还
little
是
too
有
loud.
重音。
Better.
对，不错。
Good. But see, here's our two-note phrase again.
又是一样，又是两个连接音，所以第二个音，第一个强，第二个弱。
Yeah.
对，好像在叹息一样。啊。
Yeah. Okay. Keep going. We have a couple more minutes.
再继续。
Yeah. But see, again, all the way through, when you go back home and practice this, I want you to pay more attention to your slurs.
他说要注意你的圆滑线，他回家练习的时候要注意圆滑线。
Because see, when you play, I hear this.
他说你弹成这样断掉的，
But I don't see any rests in there.
好像没有，在这里面没有休止符，但你好像弹了休止符一
So
样，
see, I need.
都是圆滑的、连结的。
Better. Yeah. Yeah, and we're almost out of time, but the other thing is in this section, you have to always remember there's always more than one melody.
注意这一段落里面都是不止一个旋律而已。
Yeah, so here I might suggest maybe bringing out the bass a little more so we hear this melody.
他说那个低音重一点，在那个地方。
So we just don't hear one thing.
不是只有听到上面，还有听到像两个声音都重要。
Good, better. So I think what you need to do, your overall, the feeling is very good the way you play this piece.
他说整体来看你的那个感觉
You have the general feeling of the piece, very
整个
excellent.
感觉不错不错。
But when we look closely at the score, we see many details aren't quite right.
他说我们如果再看仔细一点的话，你没有弹得很仔细、很详细。
So I think what that means is maybe you need to practice with the music and practice slowly and check everything carefully.
他说练习的时候要看乐谱，然后要慢练。
In music, music, we always have to have the big picture, but we also have to have all the
所以我
details.
们在做音乐，我们在弹音乐的时候，有时候要看整体的，那有时候我们要注意里面的小细节。
Thank you for playing today. I enjoyed hearing you.
谢谢你今天弹给他听。
Well, students, I'm very happy to hear some of you play.
他说他今天很高兴这里听到你们弹一些曲子。
I can see we have some really excellent students at this school.
他说这里有很多很好的小朋友，
Are all of you good practicers?
你们都是很好的，在家里练习都是练习的很好吗？
Are you? I hope so. Do you practice slowly?
你们有没有慢练？
And do you fix your mistakes many times?
你们有没有把你们错误的地方多弹几次？
Or do you just play fast all the time?
还是你们都是一直快弹，这样弹过去，一遍又一遍？
Oh no. Oh no. Oh. This is bad news.
这不是一个很好的习惯哦。
Now, when I come back and visit you again, I've got to hear about slow, careful practice.
他说我下次再回来要听到你们是慢练的。
If you make a mistake, how many times should you fix it? One time?
他说你们如果弹错的话是要
5 times?
5 times.
Yeah. How about if it's excellent? This kid's good.
他说你很好，小朋友。
How about if it's really hard if you fixed it 20 times? Would that be a good
他说
idea?
难的地方有时候练20次都没有关系。
Of course. We have to.
我们要这样做。
Yeah, we have to practice our mistakes 20 times at least.
他说如果难的地方有时候弹20次。
Yeah, but 5 times at least is a good start.
他说5次是一个好的开始而已。
Now, you know, in the United States, when I come to the school and give a class, I always ask the students if they have any questions.
他每次在美国如果做大师课的时候，他都会问学生有没有什么问题。
Do any of you have any questions?
你们有没有什么问题要问他的？
Well, I'll tell you. Oh, I see a hand over here. Yeah.
啊？ Oh, they want your signature.
Oh, my signature. Sure. When we're done with the class, I'll stand and if you want to take some pictures or get some signatures, we
他说
can.
可以跟他可以帮你们签名，如果要跟他照相，我们待会结束以后都可以。
Well, do you want to hear a funny question I got last week when I was in China?
他说他要告诉你们一个
This is very funny.
一个好笑的那个故事。
One
在
little
大陆
girl in the first row raised her hand, and do you know what she said?
你知道有一个女孩子举手，她问什么吗？
How did you get so tall?
她说你为什么长这么高？
And you want to know the funny thing? I don't even eat very much.
你们知道吗？她吃的不多，
I can't help it. I'm just naturally tall.
她就这么高，
I didn't do anything.
她也没有做什么事，
So sorry, students, I don't have any good advice for you.
她也没有什么告诉你她为什么那么高。
So if you want to be tall, I think you just have to practice extra.
她说你们
That's
如
the
果要
secret.
长高的话，要多练习。
That's probably what it is. Now, my assistant Charles has some brochures that he's going to hand out.
我有一些
So
那
listen
个
up, everybody. Shh, shh. Yeah, we have some brochures for our summer program.
我们有一些 brochure 那个
It's in the United States. Yeah, brochures.
一些小册子要给你们，有关于我们的夏令营。
We have a summer program in the United States, and every year we have some great students from Taiwan come. It's in the month of July.
他说我们每年在7月有一个夏令营，也有一些台湾不错的学生去参加。
It's for very serious students of music.
他说是对一些对音乐，就是很注意，对很注意的小朋友。
Students have 2 lessons a week.
每个学生有两
There's a
个。
recital every day.
他说每个礼拜有2次跟老师的private lesson 单独的课程。
Okay, why don't you just tell them, and then you know what to say.
啊
Just tell them about it.
OK， 然后每天都有晚上都有那个音乐会，然后有2个 academic class 是有然后每天有2节的那个课，就是音乐课就对了。然后每天有3个小时的练习。那我们的琴房有80间，那90%都是斯坦威的平台钢琴。那演奏厅有6台琴，全部都斯坦威的大琴。I talk a lot of parts to those languages. Shucks. What else you want to say?